In this video, I'm going to show you how I used my CNC to make this outdoor sign for my shooting deck. The sign itself was made from a piece of green treated fence board. I have two holes drilled into the top so I can insert eye bolts for easy hanging. I'll be using this 1/4 inch 60-degree V-bit to engrave the sign. I start by using CorelDRAW to place my logo on a rectangle the size of my signboard. This is then exported so that I can import it into my CAM software. Notice how I exported it as an EPS file. For going from CorelDRAW to VCarve, I just found that to be the most accurate way to bring a file into VCarve. I import the EPS file into VCarve and rotate it so that it fits my CNC machine. In this case, KRMx02. Let's take a closer look at each of the engraving toolpaths that I created. For the bread toolpath, I simply used the 60-degree V-bit to outline the bread profile. For the bullet, I did the V-bit on the inside of the line on both the A and B portions of the bullet. All the cuts are 0.1 inch deep. And for the text, I followed the exact contour of all the text. This is the simplest way to make a sign, in my opinion. The software can do some pretty crazy things as far as engraving and profiling the text, but with the bit I have, this is just the easiest way to do it. VCarve lets me do a quick little look to see about how it's going to look. So we'll give this a try. So I'm going to export the G code and bring it into Mach 3 and we'll give it a try. The G code is loaded into Mach 3 and the signboard is clamped to my CNC. The job is started and the machine proceeds to groove out all the toolpaths that I created. Now, I have this thing set for a pretty slow speed. I found that with this V-bit, I think I'm running about 16,000 RPMs and going at a speed of 25 inches a minute. And I get a pretty smooth cut with this bit. I won't clean this up at all. I'll probably go right to the painting stage and that's that. I'm a little out of sync with the PC capture, but you get the point. This is by far the simplest way to make a sign that I've found. And that's that. The next step is the painting process. I don't even bother to do any sanding on the piece. The goal here is just to get paint down into the grooves. This is just cheap acrylic paint. stuff that I had. I think it's even a mixture of both gloss and flat. So it's nothing fancy. With the painting completed, I set it aside and let it dry for a few hours. Once the paint dries, the sanding process proceeds. I think I'm using a 120 grit paper here, so it's not very aggressive. As a matter of fact, I changed it up and went to 80 grit, and it's starting to take off the paint a little more. You can leave as much of this on to add some kind of like a background patina. All right, we're starting to get to the point where the contrast between the wood and the paint is acceptable. This is going to weather anyway, so. The last step is to insert the eye bolts and hang the sign. I'm interested to see how this will weather, but in any case, it was a very inexpensive sign to make. So be sure to visit the Bread and Ammo website, and till next time.